I'm Eric Stark. I'm joined inside the huddle with Keith Schwager from Lancaster Online. And Keith, let's first of all talk about your spotlight game, the game that you're going to be at this Friday. It's a big one in Section 1. Section title on the line here. Penn Manor traveling to Wilson.
Yeah. There's implications to a lot of different things for this one. The Section 1 race, certainly. Wilson's 5-0 in the section. Penn Manor is 4-1, so they're right behind. If Penn Manor wins, they're tied in first place with a week to go. They'll be favored in their Week 10 games, so if Penn Manor wins this one, we'll have co-champions in Section 1. That'd be a first. Wilson's won 5 in a row, and they've been the sole champion for those 5 years. 41 straight Section 1 games for Wilson, which is just an incredible number. But this has district playoff implications, too. Right now, Wilson is number 1 in the district's power rankings in Quad A in the 16-team field. Penn Manor is 4th. They would love to get a win here. It would bump them up a little bit higher, get them a little bit better of a more favorable matchup in the first round. Both teams are pretty much in it at this point. They don't need to worry about that so much, but now it's all about positioning. Wilson wants to keep that top seed. Penn Manor would love to get a win here and move up.
You've got Penn Manor winning this game. Why is that?
Well, I grossly underestimated Wilson at the beginning of the year when I made my preseason predictions. Wilson was replacing 19 starters. Most teams don't bounce back from that, but I neglected to think that Wilson is Wilson. They just kind of load the next group of guys in there and off they go again. So, I kind of underestimated Wilson. I stick by my pick, though. Penn Manor is a good team. Their one loss this year was a last-second Hail Mary loss to Lancaster Catholic back in Week 5. And Catholic played Wilson tough, too. Right. So, that game could have gone either way for Penn Manor. They probably regret that they lost it, but they moved on now. I think they match up pretty well with them. Last year, Wilson's defense was just ridiculously good. They only beat Penn Manor 14-7, and that was in a game that Penn Manor turned the ball over 5 times, including a pick 6, and they were driving toward a potential game-tying touchdown when they had their last turnover. So it's not like they got blown out. Every team has a good run, and sometimes they're due to lose. I'm probably going to regret it, but I'm sticking with my pick here. I'm ready to go down with the ship with Penn Manor. I'm gonna take them.
Wilson had 3 turnovers against Township last week. And Township played him pretty tough for a while too. So you're seeing an upset. I'm not sure if it's an upset. Penn Manor's had a good year too, but
Penn Manor's had a very good year, and they're the top 2 teams in Section 1 clearly. They're both very good programs. I think it's going to be a heck of a game. I really do. They match up really well. Wilson has the number 1 defense in the league. Penn Manor's right behind him at number 2. Wilson's offense is ranked 6th in the league. Penn Manor's is 2nd. So, statistically, it's a pretty good matchup. Penn Manor has a lot of weapons that Wilson's going to have to deal with. They have Charlie Bell, who's, potentially the back of the year in the league this year. They have Levonta Jones in the backfield with Bell. That's a nice 1-2 punch. They have a decent quarterback in Tanner Arisman, who isn't going to make the kind of mistake that really, crushes you. He's, he can throw the ball a little bit. And, Wilson's the same way. They got Matt Timochenko at quarterback. He was kind of the Arisman role last year where they just ask him to go out there, make a couple throws, kind of manage the game, even though that's kind of a cliched term. This year, though, Timochenko's a legit passer. I mean, he really moves that offense. He does a great job of running it. They got a good running back in John Rafe Snyder. So, both teams, it's a really good matchup. I think it's going to be a really good game. It's a pick-em game. You could really flip a coin. Right. But, like I said, I picked Penn Manor in the preseason, and I will die on that hill.
Sticking with your pick.
I'm sticking with the Comets.
If you can't get to West Lawn, check out Lancaster Online for Keith's coverage on Friday night.